There's a good chance the breakfast you ate this morning is silently attacking your joints right now. Not the obvious stuff. I'm not talking about candy or fast food. I'm talking about foods labeled healthy. Foods sitting in your kitchen that you eat because you're trying to take care of yourself. And every bite is pouring gasoline on the exact inflammation that makes your knees ache when you stand up. Your fingers stiffen in the morning. Your hips scream at the end of the day. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 7 specific foods that researchers have linked to higher inflammation in people with arthritis. Some of them you'll expect, but at least 3 are going to genuinely surprise you, including one health food that millions of people eat specifically because they think it fights aging. And stay with me until food number 5, because that's the one most people refuse to give up, even though it might be the single biggest dietary trigger for a flare-up. None of this is a fad. The connection between diet and joint inflammation has been studied for decades. Organizations like the Arthritis Foundation and researchers publishing in journals like Arthritis and Rheumatology have repeatedly pointed to specific dietary patterns that raise inflammatory markers in the blood. So let's get into what your joints wish you already knew. Picture this. A woman in her late 50s tells her doctor her hands have been swelling for months. She eats salads. She walks daily. She's doing everything right. Then the doctor asks one question. What do you drink during the day? 3 sweet teas, 2 flavored coffees, a healthy fruit smoothie. Here's what's happening inside her body. When you flood your bloodstream with added sugar, it triggers the release of inflammatory messengers called cytokines. For someone without arthritis, that's a minor blip. For someone with it, you're adding fuel to a fire that's already burning. So what do? You don't have to live like a monk. Start by hunting down liquid sugar first. Sodas, sweet coffees, store-bought smoothies. Liquid sugar hits your system fast and hard. Cut those, and many people feel a difference in stiffness within a couple of weeks. And if you think sugar is bad, the next one is something a lot of people eat, believing it's the healthy choice. That deli turkey, the bacon, the convenient pre-packaged meats you grab because they're quick protein. Here's the problem. Processed meats are loaded with 2 things your joints hate: high sodium and compounds called AGEs, advanced glycation end products. That name sounds like science fiction, but it's simple. When meat is cooked at high heat or heavily processed, it forms these compounds. And AGEs are directly associated with higher oxidative stress and inflammation in the body. So what do? You don't have to go full vegetarian, but try treating red and processed meat as an occasional guest, not a daily staple. Swap a couple of meals a week toward fish, beans, or lentils, and that single shift moves you toward an anti-inflammatory pattern instead of away from it. Now, food number 3 is one of the most loved comfort foods on Earth. Think about the last time you ate something fried and crispy and golden. Comforting, right? Here's the betrayal. Most fried foods are cooked in oils packed with omega-6 fatty acids. Now, omega-6 isn't evil. Your body needs some. The problem is the balance. The modern diet is drowning in omega-6 and starving for omega-3. And that lopsided ratio tilts your whole body toward an inflammatory state. Add the AGEs that form during frying, and you've got a double hit. So what do? 2 moves. 1, cut back on deep-fried foods. 2, and this is the upgrade most people skip, actively add omega-3s. Fatty fish like salmon or sardines, walnuts, ground flax. You're not just removing the bad ratio, you're rebuilding it. And speaking of balance, the next food is one you've been told your whole life is harmless. White bread, white rice, crackers. That pastry with your morning coffee? Here's the trap most people never see. Refined carbs have been stripped of their fiber, so they spike your blood sugar almost as fast as straight sugar does. And we already covered what blood sugar spikes do. They crank up those inflammatory cytokines. So even if you never touch candy, a diet built on white, refined carbs is quietly running the same inflammatory engine. So what do? Don't fear all carbs. Fear the naked ones. Trade refined for whole. Whole grains, oats, brown rice, vegetables. The fiber slows everything down and keeps your blood sugar and your joints calmer. I'm not here to be the fun police. Moderate intake is a personal call, and a little context matters. But here's what you deserve to know. Alcohol is processed by your liver, and heavy or frequent drinking ramps up inflammation throughout the body. For people with gout specifically, a painful form of arthritis, certain alcohol, especially beer, can directly trigger an attack by raising uric acid levels. And alcohol can interfere with some arthritis medications, which is a conversation worth having with your doctor. So what do? If you have gout, this one's close to non-negotiable. Talk to your doctor. For everyone else, the move is honesty about frequency. A split close-up. On one side, a lone celebratory glass. On the other, a row of 7 daily glasses, lined up like a habit. A faint pale blue divider underscores occasional versus daily. Then a quick transition graphic teasing #6 feels personal. You think you don't eat much salt because you don't reach for the shaker. But the salt isn't in your shaker. It's hiding in canned soups, frozen meals, sauces, and processed snacks. High sodium pulls water into your tissues and is associated with increased inflammation. And for some people on certain arthritis medications, it makes a stiff, swollen situation worse. So what do? Become a label reader for 1 week. Just one. You'll be shocked where the salt is hiding, and simply choosing lower sodium versions makes a measurable dent. Now, here's where I have to flip the script on you, because the internet is full of bad advice on this, and I'd rather you have the truth. You've probably seen videos screaming that you must never eat tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, or potatoes, the nightshade vegetables, because they cause arthritis. Here's the honest reality. For the vast majority of people, there is no strong scientific evidence that nightshades worsen arthritis. These are nutrient-dense vegetables packed with antioxidants that fight inflammation. So why is this food number 7? Because the real truth is more useful than a scary list. Arthritis is individual. A small number of people genuinely do react to specific foods. Nightshades for some, dairy for others. But you can't find your triggers by blindly cutting healthy vegetables out of fear. And here's the danger nobody warns you about. The real risk isn't tomatoes. The real risk is people watching videos like this one and going so extreme that they strip every joy and every nutrient out of their diet, eliminating whole food groups, becoming anxious about every bite, and actually making their health worse through restriction and stress. Stress itself is inflammatory. So a diet that terrifies you can hurt your joints even while you're eating clean. Don't fall into that trap. The goal was never fear. The goal is patterns. Each day, jot down what you ate and rate your stiffness and pain in the morning. That's it. Because your body is the only study that actually matters. That journal will reveal your personal triggers far more accurately than any list online, including mine. And before making big changes, or if you're on medication, loop in your doctor or a dietitian. This is a team effort, not a solo guessing game. I broke down the top anti-inflammatory foods, but that's only half the battle, because there are specific foods that don't just avoid harm, they actively calm inflammation and may help your joints feel better.